Child sexual exploitation is a heinous crime that leaves victims with lifelong trauma. But too often the conversation is clouded by harmful narratives that racialise the issue. The idea that grooming gangs are mostly South Asian or Muslim men does nothing but deepen divisions and distract us from the real issue, which is protecting the victims. For nearly a decade, the media has repeated the claims that grooming gangs are primarily Asian men. Politicians like Suella Braverman have echoed this. In 2017, the Quilliam Foundation claimed that 84% of grooming offenders were Asian males, thus fueling the harmful narrative. However, the truth is very different. In 2020, the Home Office reported that most grooming gangs were made up of white males under the age of 30. But yet the racialisation narrative persists. Further, in 2024, research found that 88% of offenders were white and only 2% were Pakistani. This data completely refutes the myth of Asian grooming gangs, but despite the evidence, the false narrative endures, pushed by some politicians, media outlets and public figures. The Quilliam report, which first spread the misinformation, has been heavily criticised by experts for flawed research. Even the Home Office dismissed its conclusions as unreliable, but the damage was done. The narrative set Islamophobia fueled dividing communities. The focus on race distracts from the real issue, helping the victims. Child sexual exploitation affects children from all backgrounds. But racialising the issues means that support services often overlook victims from ethnic minority communities, leaving them without the help and support they need. Terms like Muslim grooming gangs or Asian gangs reinforce dangerous stereotypes and fuel hatred against Muslims and Asians. By blaming one group, we're not solving the problem, we're harming the very people we need to protect. The focus should be on protecting all victims, not dividing communities. So what can we do? First, the media must stop sensationalising the issue and focus on facts. Second, we need to educate people to challenge the stereotypes and promote empathy. Politicians need to shift their focus away from the inflammatory language and towards evidence-based solutions that protect all children from exploitation. We need to implement the expert recommendations that are already on the table. Better systems to support victims need to be put in place. It's time to stop using child sexual exploitation as a political tool. Let's put aside race and focus on solutions that protect all children. This is about justice, not division. But to learn more, please download our latest report. We must end racialised rhetoric and put victims first. It's time for real change, real action. It's time that we all come together. Thank you.